Hey guys, welcome back to Brick System Brothers. My name's Nathan Masters. Starting off a little different today. I'm on the road. I'm actually parked right now, that's why I'm recording. But made it down to Indianapolis. Didn't really think I would go for the double trip there. A little while ago I went north to Detroit, and that was a pretty long drive. It was like 2 hours or something. And then today I went south to Indianapolis, another 2 hours and some bit of a drive. I'm doing other stuff here in town, but of course the LEGO store on the north side was the main attraction today. I just wanted to, start this video off while I was actually in the city, do something a little different. Here's the road, got the traffic flying by here, and getting to the end of the day now. So the Indianapolis LEGO store, of course, doing the gift with purchase with Amelia Earhart, and they were also working on the Ninjago City build. I didn't get as much footage in the store this time. I do want to talk about the pick a brick wall and the build a minifig section, both of which I, of course, go for the bulk when I'm at LEGO store. So I got 3 more minifigs and another large cup of bricks. Alright, let's get into the haul. So, of course, I got my regular large pick a brick cup and the 3 minifigs for $9.99. Indiana tax is 7%, so just over 10 for the figs and 16 something, $17 for the cup of parts. I'm going to get these out, get a count and everything, but pretty happy, I think, with the value here. The way that they did the order form, here's a picture, and here's my cup for comparison. I like this style. Of course, I'd like to be able to pick my own pieces. And they're starting to phase that in other stores, but at Castleton it was still the order form. So the way that they had that set up is there were 6 available slots, and you just write in the number, the part number from the board, from the menu, for each of the 6 slots. And then they fill up the cup based on that visual. So previously, when I went to the Chicago and Detroit stores, they had a slightly different order form. And it didn't let you specify in the which order the cup was filled. So by setting it up like this, you're actually able to kind of fill bottom to top, and therefore, I try to put the larger pieces at the bottom so that stuff kind of filters down, and you get a little bit of extra room at the top. And in my case, I put a little note on the order form and said, hey, if you guys have extra room or you're doing the extra scoop thing because you can't fill the cups yourselves, I did ask them to put in these 1x1 coral plates, and they obliged, so that was pretty cool. Possibly due to the way that the cup was filled, where I did the bottom with larger pieces and smaller ones on the top. So if you've been looking at the form, you'll notice I actually used 2 slots for this 1x1 scrollwork brick. Something that I've definitely been keeping an eye out for to be on the pick-a-brick wall, and finally saw it here. The other color I've been looking for is white, and I already got a couple of these in pearl gold from a previous haul. So now getting some in tan. Otherwise, bottom to top here, some dark orange 2x6 plates, some of these 2x4 red bricks. Something I want to try to do with these is either this piece or maybe a piece that matches up with the store location. Just kind of set something back from every time I go to a pick-a-brick wall and have a little bit of a souvenir brick from each store. So now that I'm getting to a couple different LEGO stores, I'm trying to keep an eye out for that kind of thing. For these 2x4 red bricks, I'm actually going to write with Sharpie on them the store and the date. For the Detroit store, I think I'm actually going to use one of my 2x2 engine scoop, the engine hood piece. So, it's Auto City, so you gotta. Alright, and then on top of the 2x4 bricks are those 1x2 scrolls, like I said, taking up 2 spots. Above those are 1x1 bricks in sand green, so kind of a modular or a building style brick. Sand green, 1x4s and 1x6s already added to my collection from some previous pick-a-brick hauls. And then the top spot is this 1x2x2 tan roof element, roof slope. So possibly building some eaves or just helpful for other stuff. Get those in quantity. And the extra scoop, those 1x1 coral plates. So the 1x1 red plates I got last time in Detroit, and this time they had the coral color. So adding those in, not sure how many how widely available the coral plate is. Might be kind of a desirable element in the future, depending on how often they do that. For the minifigs, the way that they had these set up was a little display of pre-built minifigs, and underneath each one was a label, just a letter label. So here's the picture of that setup, that display. And then on that same order form, or you could just tell them as well, I'd like to have 3 minifigs, this letter, 2 of this letter, whatever combination to get to 3. So I took a look at that for a couple minutes and decided to go with the girl with the 2x2 printed tile with the ribbon on there. This has one of the sweaters from a winter gift with purchase, and I think is it also in one of the Chinese New Year sets? Seems to ring a bell. So that sweater, kind of a newer element there. The middle one is the swimmer with one of the inflatable tube thingies. I just think the molding done on here with the detail work is really good. It actually looks exactly like an inflatable pool toy, but it is solid plastic. So that one's cool, and it has the new sailboat torso and dual molded legs for the swim trunks. And the last one is an athlete with a gold medal, and the hair on here is black. It's hard to see, but it is a short style of hair that I got in Minneapolis a while back and was commenting on. That hair was used in my Tintin minifig video. I think it's a really, it's a good kind of hairpiece for when you need that specific style. And then this minifig has dual molded legs as well, with a little bit of logo printing and even a little bit down on the shoes there. So really great details on these minifigs. Kind of the second best thing, if you can't choose the individual pieces per minifig, is to be able to choose, which 3 that you do want to get, and was able to find 3 that I'm pretty happy with just in terms of, what they were already built with and the elements there. All right, so this is kind of my staple haul whenever I go to a LEGO store. Now this month is a little bit different. I was keeping an eye out for an opportunity to pick up the Amelia Earhart gift with purchase. It is a gift with a $100 spend, so I was already about a quarter of the way there with these, and it's not too hard to spend $100 at the LEGO store. So I looked around for a set that would kind of bring up the difference and found the Ideas Space Station, 864 pieces for $70, and had my eye on this. Hadn't really pulled the trigger at all. Wasn't for sure going to get this unless something came along where it would be just about perfect in terms of needing something to get to that gift with purchase threshold, or if it went on sale or something like that. So with these 3 items, I was about $5 short of the threshold, and lo and behold, there happens to be $5 minifigs on current production right now. So I didn't do too much of a field test to see, to try to guess which minifig is in here. So it's kind of a surprise. I'll have to open it and see, or maybe just leave it and try to feel it out, and then decide if I'm going to open it or not. But just kind of to get to that $100 level, this ended up being exactly $100.96 altogether before tax, because that's what you need to do. So was able to get the prize here. 40450 Amelia Earhart tribute, 203 pieces. They actually do put a value on here just for their inventory purposes. So the value that they put on the receipt and then take off again so that it nets to 0 is $20. But of course, this individual item not for sale, it's only available through the gift with purchase spending threshold. So something definitely caught my eye right away. I actually did an announcement video for it when we got those official high resolution images. So been looking forward to an opportunity to get this, and came up pretty well at the Indianapolis LEGO Store on the 9th of March. So they still had these in stock. That was 3 days after they launched the gift with purchase. So sometimes, it can be kind of tricky to get in soon enough before they run out of these, but in this case it seems like they had plenty on hand. They were still giving them out with purchases. So this is actually one of the largest hauls I've got at a LEGO store. So they gave me the big bag. Probably didn't need it, but it's kind of cool. It's actually a pretty massive bag. Just like, this is the space station box. It's like twice as high in the footprint in there. So, you know, maybe something that they'd give you if you bought in the Ninjago City Gardens, but I was kind of surprised they put everything in here for me. So I might have to try to incorporate this onto our wall display down in the studio or something like that. But got the big bag, I got the gift with purchase. I'll probably, if I talk about the pieces in here on an individual level, I'll do something for that later. Just kind of an update here for my recent trip to Indianapolis. Another successful haul. Alright, thanks for watching. We will see you guys later on Brick System Brothers.